things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Jayhawks will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Kansas State's offense will get first crack at it today. The Jayhawks spent basically all of last season being agonizingly close. 6 losses by 1 possession, including yet another one in the Sunflower Showdown against their rival Kansas State, who just continually vexes them. But still, you'd think K-State's on alert today, guys.
Reese, that intro was as long as the field goal that Tennant kicks to go ahead. He kicks a 51-yarder to win the football game, but always a fun showdown, always a lot of passion, Jesse. And last year, the kick at the horn was really fantastic.
There was a lot of Avery Johnson, too, a quarterback. He was so dynamic, both throwing and running the football. And I think when you get in this kind of game, oftentimes it just comes down to which team has the ball last. And that certainly played a big factor a year ago.
Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Oakley. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
You can't throw a rock in Manhattan, Kansas without hitting something named after Bill Snyder, a big ask to replace him. But man, has Chris Kleiman done a brilliant job.
He has done a great job, and this is a program that's always built on the right stuff. It's built on toughness, it's built on defense, it's built on playing good special teams. That's why you mentioned Snyder, because that's all the things he brought. Jesse, I want to see them now, with their quarterback being solidified, take this offense to a new level.
Yeah, Avery Johnson's the guy, and he...
It's a seam wide open, down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Running to Green. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Caught over the middle, it's Oakley. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Wildcats have it with a first and goal. Trying to run it in. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. Big guy smells it, and he's gonna score. Touchdown, Wildcats! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Jayhawks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Unleashes one. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Kansas and K-State have been battling for well over a century, many times sort of on the fringes of the spotlight, if not completely out of it in college football. But, man, when they grab center stage, you realize just how intense it is.
It's intense. It's a fun rivalry. But here's the thing. Kansas State has really dominated this rivalry. And the Jayhawks, they got to fix that. They got to get that rectified, Palmer, because the Wildcats, year after year, they're continuing to find ways to win this matchup.
And these are two great fan bases for years. And we've loved our time whenever we visit Lawrence or you visit Manhattan. The nicest fans, but they're passionate fans as well, especially when they meet up in this rivalry game.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Out of the gun, the give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw, it's Daniels. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. To the ground with the back. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field ready to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here, calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. He'll do it himself. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. That's caught, it's Henderson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. On the run, it's Edwards. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Johnson wants to throw it. Sets up the screen. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Johnson looking to throw. Trying to bull his way in. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. And the returner is stopped. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He'll get rid of it. Hauls it in. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line, and you want to talk about flipping the field, he just did it. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Gets rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Grabs it in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Jayhawks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity.
Lofts one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff from the gun. Turning on the Jets. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He lobs one high down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Intercepted deep in his own end. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. Johnson wants to throw it. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, so much to break down, from a spirited start to the Sunflower Showdown between Kansas and K-State. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Whether it's rock chalk or Emaw, these two always deliver. As compelling an in-state rivalry as there is.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Takes a hit as he fires. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure They take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And the Jayhawks will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
There he goes. Oh, he's got some space. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And
touchdown, Wildcats! A great catch and run for 6.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Pickett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Quarterback on the keeper. And the ball slipped out. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. They punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch at the 35. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Johnson looking to throw. He's going to take off, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Under fire. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs.
Picked off to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Tries to fool him with the naked bootleg. He's moving out of the pocket. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down, and the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing, because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. It's a reverse. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Johnson wants to throw it. They're setting up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Kansas State will have to punt it away.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Quarterback extends the play. Got a 1st down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Jayhawks are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finding open areas. Wide open spaces. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Finding an escape route. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. The Jayhawks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give is to Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Daniels. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Jayhawks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
They'll run the screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Here's a heat. Still running at the 40. picked off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football, but there's a huge risk component with that. You can't take sacks and you can't turn it over. What do you do here if you're on offense?
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now. So take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page. Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line. So offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah.
Touchdown, Kansas State! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He's going to run it. Oh, what a cut! Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds a little space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air on 1st down. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. The Wildcats take this year's Sunflower Showdown after handling the Jayhawks, and the Governor's Cup will find a home in the Little Apple. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.